Flame Radio.
Blazing Flame Radio, it's your boy Dub the host. I have on the line right now. I want to say a pioneer, one of the pioneers in this rap game. I grew up listening to that whole wave of hip hop out of New Jersey. I was a big fan of Lords of the Underground, and I had my man, Mr. DoItAll. How you feeling, man?
Yeah, what it do, man. Thank you, man. I mean, you been, you know.
I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with you, man. I remember the video, like y'all videos was so, y'all energy was reflected through the music, through the videos. Y'all gave us, you know, the colors. Y'all really put on for hip hop, man. I fucked with y'all for real.
Yo, man, I appreciate that, man. It means a lot, you know, and I respect anybody who's ever bought the Lords of the Underground, anything, downloaded, just stream, watch, bought a tape, bought a record, bought a whatever, man. Just watch the video on YouTube or whatever, man. We just salute y'all and say thank you, man, because without y'all, it couldn't be no us, you know?
Yeah, real talk, man. I appreciate that too, man. But like, tell me, you just getting back off a tour right now, right?
Yeah. We've been home. Actually, I've been home for about maybe almost 3 weeks.
Okay.
I had to come home and start a movie, but shout out to Funky Man, shout out to DJ Lord Jazz. He was out in Europe, England, France, Germany, somewhere else, Switzerland. So we just been running around, man.
That's what's up, man. You shouted out the group, man. I wanna ask you, man, how did all that come about? Cause I know Lord Jazz. He a native of Cleveland. That's where we from.
Yeah, man. Shout out to C-Town, man. Shout out to the Heights, Cleveland Heights, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to OH10. For real, man. Everybody out there, that's like, you know, he's from Cleveland, Ohio, but we met at Shaw University in North Carolina, in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay.
At Shaw University, like I said, and Lord Jazz had a radio show, and one day Funk and I went up there and rhymed, and the rest is history. Met Marley Marl's cousin, who was graduating from the college and was working about to be put on working for Marley, and you know, he introduced us to Marley. Marley loved us, and you know, he taught us how to rock through this game.
Yeah, that's what's up. Is it true that Redman was y'all first DJ?
Well, he was my first DJ.
Okay.
Me and Redman was a group called DoItAll and Cut Killer.
Okay.
You know.
Hey, I'm gonna shout out y'all bars, man, cause real talk, man, y'all was bar heavy, man.
Oh man, good look, man. Appreciate it, bro. Word up, man. You know, we come from New Jersey, man. In Jersey, they pride themselves on being able to say something when they're on that platform, you know?
That's real talk, man. That's important though, man, because when you have that platform, it's important to use it in that way, man.
That's true. Real talk.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Since we're speaking about that platform, how it's being used, and when y'all was doing what y'all doing, you know, as far as hip hop in the '90s versus hip hop nowadays, how do you feel about that? How you feel about the difference in hip hop, and do you feel it's a growth or what on that?
Well, I mean, everything changed. You know, anytime anything is around for years and years, there will be additions to it. There will be, you know, add-ons and takeaways, and you know, it will be different a little bit because the generations from generation, they live life differently. All I ask from the new jokers is that if you're creating hip-hop has always been created and lived through the culture, through its elements. That's all I ask. I don't care how you talk about it, what you say, the now thing, the now this, the now that. I don't care. Talk about it, but just talk about it through its elements. Talk about it through its elements, and it will remain. See y'all later. Then it will remain. It will remain hip hop. You know what I mean? If you don't talk about it through its elements, then it's not really hip hop. That's why I'm not really mad at trap music, because they call it trap music. They're not really calling it hip hop. You know, because that's something different.
Right. That's true, man. That's definitely true, man. And when you look at the creativity, like I know you guys, man. I'm not knocking anybody, but I'm looking at the difference in the wave, man. How the internet is really people's that's their remember you feel you had like development points when as an artist at one point. Now I feel like they missing the development point, because it's like they can get right on the internet and shoot out something, and if it's hot, but it really ain't no development there in the artist. How you feel on that?
Yeah, I mean, you know, anytime that music is made and there's a successful music that is made with no subject content other than just dance, and it's not like lyrical heavy, they don't care about that. All they care about is what you now call being turned up and getting lit. You know what I mean? Like, so they can say, you know, hat, cat, that, rat, as long as they say it in a certain rhythm with a banging beat. If the familiar people are bopping to it, then that, you know, the artists say, well, we succeeded. But right. The people who need that substance, the people who need that vibe, that flow, that thing that energizes them, that's not the music for them to listen to.
Right.
You know, it's just that the powers that be, like your radio stations, the media market, the television stations, the powerful media, they're playing what we call ratchet music, or they're playing the turn-up music. They're playing constantly, and there's no diversity. There's nothing wrong with them making the kind of music that makes them feel artistic. There's nothing wrong with that. We just ask for a little diversity in the media market. Now, if we can listen to, you know, if we can listen to a Joey Badass, and then they want to listen to I don't know, what's one of them new cat dudes? One of the cats with the dreads and the colorful hair.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, a Young Thug.
Cool. Yeah, if they want to listen to Young Thug, that's cool. Listen to Young Thug, but also make sure. That's how it was in the 90s. You can listen to an NWA, but then you can also hear De La Soul.
Real talk.
You can hear MC Light, but then you can also hear a Lady of Rage.
Yeah.
You know, you can listen to a Lords of the Underground, but then you can also hear Digital Planets.
Yeah.
So just make sure that it's diversity. And I think if it was diversity and there was a lot of things to pick from, then it would be no problem. That's why Europe is winning so much, because they book those type of acts, everybody being together, you know?
And I was just about to speak on that, man. It really seems like Across Seas gravitates to what I call the golden periods of hip hop, man. When everybody had a story and they told it in their way, they didn't have to sound a certain way to get their story off.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that for real.
And even when you talk about stories, you know, hip hop used to be us. It going to in a certain location. When you listen to ATLians, when you listen to people from Atlanta took you into the A.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They took you into their wars. They told you how they were talking. They told you what type of women they was around and what they were doing. They told you what they were driving and what they were smoking and what they were eating, what they were wearing.
Right.
When you came up to Harlem, Cam and them and everybody else from Harlem told you how Harlem got down. You know, they told you they slang, saying B, or what up, B, all that. They told you what it was.
Right.
When you went to New Jersey, you know, Naughty by Nature, Lord of the Underground, Redman, the Fugees, and Rock Digger, and Queen Latifah, and the Artifacts, and all of them. We told you how.
You're right, man.
Snoop Dogg and all those people, they told you. But now with the internet being around, everybody gets the music at the same time.
Yeah.
Everybody, when somebody's talking about a certain type of dress, now it confuses everybody, because everybody is trying to be like everything that they think is winning. That's why you can have an artist like Designer who's from Brooklyn and not know that he's from Brooklyn.
That's real. That's real, man.
You know what I mean?
That's real.
Hip hop used to tell you where he was from. Like, you can listen to Designer, and I would have never said he was from Brooklyn.
Yeah, because he got a real strong Future sound.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I used to listen to Fab, and I used to listen to Big, and you know, all of those jokers, and and say, yo, okay, that's that Brooklyn club.
Right.
I can't say that when listening to some of these artists now.
That's real, man. That's real. You listening to Blazing Flame Radio.
There's no hate to them or none of that. It's just real. Like, you know, I can't tell anymore.
Hey, no, it's an opinion, man, and I kind of agree with it, man. Like you said, at one point in hip hop, you had a great variety to choose from. If you wanted to listen to that hardcore, you know what I'm saying, NWA type music, you had that. You know, if you wanted to listen to some music that would be a little more intellectual on some side, you had that. If you wanted to ride with the funk, you know what I'm saying, because y'all came with that funk, man.
Right.
Y'all came with that funk.
You know, George Clinton is from Newark.
That's real.
People forget that. Parliament Funkadelic, George Clinton from Newark. Everybody usually gives that sound to the West Coast because they use it and added it well. But that sound is from Newark, New Jersey. That's why, if you think about it, think back. All the underground Redman, all of us came out. We were talking about funk.
Funk. You ain't lying. You ain't lying, man.
That's why, because the funk king is from North New Jersey. Wow.
That's Jules drop right on Blazing Flame Radio, man. Real talk, man. Cause that wave, like I said, the whole funk wave, man. That's what brought that. It brought a new little twang to hip hop, man. That was y'all thumbprint on hip hop, man.
Yeah, real talk, man. Real talk, man. We still trying to keep it funky, man.
Oh yeah, hey, no doubt, man. I was checking out the underground cut you got out, man.
Oh man, salute! Thank you for that. Well,
you know what I'm saying, and that.
Good, man.
I couldn't hear you. What you say, bro?
I said it's doing good, man. Salute to everybody that supports the show, you know.
No, when you say you keep the funk, man, you kept the funk in that, man. That shit live, man. I appreciate that, man.
Appreciate it, bro. Real talk, man.
So that's your thumbprint. So when you go cross seas, man, kind of put me in your shoes, man. Let me see what you see, man. What them crowds look like, man. What the reception for the music, like, is they knowing every word? Is they on it?
Man, it's like, first of all, you know, we're from North New Jersey, Lord Jackson, Cleveland, Ohio, and we from the inner city, you know, just dudes who just wanted to do what we love and this thing that we call hip hop. So to be on a flight overseas consistently, you know, is a blessing. You know, flying first class to Europe and then coming back. You know, getting over there and then let me walk you through it. So we land in a foreign place. Entourage to pick us up, cars, all of that. We go to the hotel, some of the Spanish restaurants or what have you. We go explore wherever we are, those historical places. Then we go sound check. We go to the sound check. You know, it's a bunch of interviews and magazines and all of that type of stuff. You know, we go through the interviews and all of that type of stuff. And then from there, we hit the stage later on that night with a group opening up or with some of your classic 90s dudes. And I'm talking about, if you're doing festivals, you have anywhere from 30,000 to 90,000. And then when you're doing small theaters, you have anywhere from 2,500 to 5,000 people screaming your name, man, off a joint, word for word. Every joint, even your underground joint. You know?
Damn, that's sweet,
and all they care
man.
about is that America says that the golden era of hip-hop is the best era of hip-hop. All they want to do is follow the best, be like the best, and book the best. So they book these artists because that's what hip-hop tells them, that the golden era was one of the best eras. And that's why the artists from the 90s eat so well over there and still sell out crowds. Brother, I'm on tour, man. We did 30 days. We had 29 sold out crowds.
Wow.
And only one day that we didn't, it was 160 short. That's because it was thunderstorms and raining.
Shit, man. Salute to y'all for that, man.
We sold it out, so it's crazy.
Hey, man, but how do you look at that as far as y'all impact in those areas and what y'all feeding them in hip hop? Because you know what's being pushed out over here in masses. You know what I'm saying? They actually getting hip hop over there, man. How do you think that's affecting that that area, that you know what I'm saying, that geographic area?
Well, it makes the culture of hip hop, the elements of hip hop, make people that love the culture be able to survive. You got Red Bull, big company like Red Bull, still doing breakdance battles around the world, having world champions. We don't do breakdance battles. I mean, only in the underground in America.
Right.
But it's a thriving sport.
Right.
If you Google Lords of the Underground, I think it's Red Bull, breakdance TC or something like that, challenge or battle, the finals.
Okay.
BC challenge, BC finals, Lords of the Underground, Red Bull, BC finals in Paris. They built a theater. They made the theater look like we were at a UFC fight.
Wow.
That's how we performing on the stage, and it's crazy, man. And it just shows me that Chief Rocker has become one of the B-boy anthems. It's like an anthem for breakdance.
Okay.
So, there's breakdance events, we are there. Anytime there's graffiti events, we are there. Anytime there's, they're rocking with the elements of hip hop,
right,
we're included.
Right.
So and that's what's the difference over there. They're living that culture. I mean, breakdance schools are really heavy over there. Classes and centers are really heavy. DJing classes are really heavy. They're really studying our culture when we don't even pay attention to it no more. And we don't pay attention to the culture that much or the elements, because now we done changed it. What we're promoting is trap music. Hip hop has always been the voice, has been the voice for the voiceless. It's been the voice for the unheard. It's been the voice to talk about our justices and injustices within inside our neighborhood. Social justice. That's gone. Hip hop has talked about every range of emotion. That's gone with trap music. Trap music only talk about being medicated off of prescription pills and working that work and pushing it and making a hoe and a bitch dance to it.
Yeah.
Okay, if that's what you do, then okay, that's what it is. But there's nothing else to choose from. So that doesn't make it hip hop. Because hip hop is the voice for the voiceless, man, and they don't have a voice. Their voice is not speaking what we want to hear.
I hear that. That's real, man. You tuned in to Blazing Flame Radio. We're going to take a short intermission, man. We on the line with my man DoItAll from Lords of the Underground. We'll be right back. Yeah.
BlazingFlameRadio.com. It's your boy DubTheHost. Been getting a lot of feedback. People want to know how they can get their music played on Blazing Flame Radio. Some people want to know how they can get an interview with your boy DubTheHost on Blazing Flame Radio. Business people want to know how they can advertise. Listen close. This is the best way to do it. BFR Music Submissions at gmail.com. That's where you're going to send your music, get it played on Blazing Flame Radio. We need MP3 format, cover art. Send your social media links so we can tag you when we play it. Looking for that interview? It's bfrinterview at gmail.com. No S on that. bfrinterview at gmail.com. Hit us up. Let's set up something. Get you in studio or probably get you on phone so we can do a podcast interview. People that's looking to advertise, this is the one you want to write down. This is the most important one right here. It's BFR promo packs at gmail.com. That's BFR promo packs at gmail.com. We'll set you up a pack. We can either promo on the website, promo during a live stream, promo during a live show. You got several options to get your product promo to our listeners. This is BFR, BlazingFlameRadio.com. It's your boy DubTheHost, at DubTheHost on every social media you can find. Signing out. Let's go.
Blazing Flame Radio. You know you tuned in with. It's your boy DubTheHost on the line with my man DoItAll from Lords of the Underground. How you feeling, fam? You good?
Baby. Man, I'm good, man. I'm actually at a function right now, fundraiser in Jersey, man. I ride real heavy with the politicians out here, man. So
that's dope,
fundraiser. I'm doing double duty at doing my interview and at this function. It's all good.
Oh, that's sweet, man. That's sweet, man. Speak on that a little bit, man, as far as being an influence in that way, man.
Well, my dude, J. Baraka, is now the mayor of the city. And I lived a couple of places before. I went to LA for a year. I went to Paris for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed in Brooklyn for a minute. And I think I was coming back from LA, and I spoke to Amiri Baraka, who's a hell of a poet, legendary poet, and activist. And he stayed in North New Jersey. He's from North New Jersey. And he was, always in movies and things of that nature. And he saw me doing something in the hood one day, and basically, long story short, he said, "Put your bucket where you lay," and I was like, "Put my bucket where I lay? What do you mean?" You know, he said, "You know, all of these experiences that you have from traveling and all this knowledge and information that you gain from being in the business that you're in, that's not normal. You know, it's almost like a superpower. It's almost like a brain surgeon going away, getting all of this medical knowledge, and becomes the best brain surgeon in the world. But he doesn't bring it back to where he made it at, like where he grew up at.
Right.
So how can anybody, if you don't bring it back there, then how can there be any more use made there? You know, how can they make someone that's like you again if they don't have that inspiration of you being there? If you take it to California and you from Cleveland, guess what? You just made Cedars-Sinai Hospital one of the best hospitals to come to. You just made the economic development change there because you're the best. That means people are going to fly into there to get that treatment from the best. But if you bring it back to your hometown, your home city, you just made that your hometown, your state, your place stronger. You can change the economic development there. You know what I mean?
That's real.
So I just came back just to bring with it and give my you know, just be a part of the whole in my community. And that's what I'm doing, man. And, you know, I'm not saying I can change everything or I can save everybody. I'm just being a part of the whole. You know, maybe they'll see me and say I can do it to him. I can be better than him. And actually be it and become it. You know, and that's just it, man. So everybody else, when you hear Rick Ross talking about Florida, he making Miami look beautiful.
Yeah, he is.
You know?
Yeah, he is.
When you Beach look beautiful. Yeah. When you hear Game talking about Compton, you know, LA talking about making Compton look beautiful. Making Compton look beautiful. You know what I mean? So when I talk about New Jersey and Newark, I want to make it look beautiful. I want to talk about the things. I want it to become a destination place to people because it goes back to what I was saying before. You know, the hip hop that I was brought up on, the way I talk and spit about the culture, it's going to make you want to come here. It's going to want to make you, when everybody made the trip to the 18th Street, you know, people were riding around back then trying to find 118th Street. There's no 118th Street, no New Jersey or East Orange.
Yeah.
You know, they just added 100 to the block they were from, which is 18th Street, so they said they rolled with 100 dudes. You know what I mean? But people were trying to find 118th Street. I want to not be scared to come forward.
Wow, man. That's some insight too, man. I didn't know that. I thought it was 118th Street.
From 18th Street, but they just rolled with 100 dudes, so they called it 118th Street.
Damn, that's real sick, man. So what's your favorite song to perform, bro?
Man, any and everyone that we created, man, that make people jump up and down, like, I'm with it. I'm thankful, man.
That's
they don't have to be doing that.
That's
they don't have to be. There's so many rappers out there, man. Nobody don't have to be in the Lords of Underground. So that's why when we step on that stage, we're giving 1,000%. If an artist step on a stage in front of you, which sweat when they get off, ask for your money back.
That's real. That's real, because you stay supposed to at least be out there getting that work. Real talk, man. So, get the people a way to get to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out your social media.
Hey, man, hit me up on social media. I'm an Instagram addict, man. So hit me up on that IG at DoItAll, just like it sounds. DoItALLEU. So it's DoItAll Do. DoItALLDU. DoItAll Do. That's Instagram. That's Twitter. You can also just put that in a search on Facebook. That'll get to my page. You know, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You know, I'm there.
Now you had a cut with my man Pete Rock, man. I know it's a little back, man, but I do remember it, man. It was that Surrender.
Yeah, man. It's off that American Do album, man. Shout out to Pete Rock. That's my dude. Dude came through and just blessed me with a crazy joint called Surrender, man. Fire. Jumped on that joint, man, and we made, you know, I rock that in all of the shows. The people love it, and it helped push that American Do album forward. You know, just out here doing what I love, man.
That's real talk, man. And the longevity, man, it's a lot to speak up to that, man. So salute to you on that, man. If you had opportunity to speak to a up and coming artist, man, that's to the point where he got to make a decision, you know what I'm saying? Do I keep doing this, or do I try to go somewhere else based off of just the way his local people receiving him? What type of advice could you give him?
I mean, first I would tell everybody and anybody to believe in what you're doing. Keep wanting to be better. Compare yourself to the people who are considered to be the best. You know what I mean? The people that are considered to be the best. Then, if you can't make something better than them, you know, if you can't compare, then you can't compete. So I'm not saying be like anybody. Don't be like anybody out there, but compare yourself to them, just so you can see where their music is at and what people consider the best, and make better than that.
Real talk.
You know, add on and be better than what that is. And then have confidence in yourself. Know that you're doing what you're doing, and your art is you know, when you create, people can't, you know, they create and then there's the work. Creativity is one thing and then there's the work is another thing.
Real talk.
Creativity is creating that art where you feel like it's at a place where you believe it's masterful, you know, and then the work is pushing that creativity. That's when the marketing and the publicity and the schemes and all of that type of stuff to make your work more popular. The more popular your creativity is, the more successful you will be.
And speaking on creativity, man, I wanna shout out your diversity and the fact that you gave it to us on the microphone. You know what I'm saying? We know what you're capable of with them bars and creating good music. And I'm familiar with what you're able to do on that screen too, bro.
Oh man, good luck, man.
Can you talk to us, man? Give us a little insight on that transition, like being able to, you know, work from the musical side and actually work onto that screen, and because you've been in some stuff, man. I think you was on Sopranos. Didn't I see you on The Sopranos?
Yeah, I did that too, man. I think that, you know, hip hop is a culture. Anytime a culture is moving forward, there's always change. You know, anytime there's growth, there's always change. You know, but as long as you live the culture, you know, I look at the culture of hip hop as a moving vehicle. In a moving vehicle, there's two headlights that's only built to see 200 feet in front of you. It's not moving. But when it's moving, you see another 200 feet.
Right.
When you move again, you see another 200 feet. And every time you move, you see different things that you couldn't see before.
Real.
And then you take your talents there and say, wow, you know, I can help this grow. You know, I can cultivate this and make it into this. I can bring what I am here and take it there and turn it into this. So that's what happens. You know, look at what hip-hop has become. Hip-hop has become the new pop culture. You know, the pop culture, just look at the word hip-hop. Hip-hop it means now. It means the right now, you know. It means the knowing, the now, you know. Yeah. Pop means the move.
Right.
So hip-hop, that's the now. That's why when you get a little older, people, the new hip-hop will say, oh, you too old for hip-hop. You don't hear that in rock and roll, because the name itself, hip-hop, that means it's the now movement. You know? So it's always going to be forever evolving.
Real talk.
You know, so if you keep evolving with it, then it's going to keep discovering different things. We sell everything from dishwashing detergents to automobiles, to clothing, to liquor, to movies, to everything, man. That's
real, man. Outside of working with the camp, man, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Funky and DJ Lord, whoever you came across, you know what I'm saying, that you work with, where you was like, wow, man, this right here was This was that dude that I was looking at working with.
What, new artists or people that are from the industry?
Just overall, bro. Anybody that you feel you want to talk about.
There's a lot of new jokers out there, man, and I like the Backpack Coalition. You know what I mean? The Backpack Coalition, because they put a lot of MCs that spit bars on, man, and I like that. You know, it's a lot of new jokers that don't get the love because they're not talking that dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like the J. Cole's and the Kendricks and them.
Yeah, I like J. Cole. I'm actually just really starting to get in Kendrick a little more. You know? Yeah. I like Kendrick. You know, I like what he was representing, but I don't know if I was really into him how everybody was. So I went back and listened again just to make sure I wasn't missing something. I got you. You know, and I get it. I like them. But there's other people out there, I can't even really think of their names right now, but it's a lot of people from the Backpack Coalition. You know, people like Joel Ortiz. And, you know, I like a lot of Joe. With Side of Prince. Yeah. Side of Prince is dope. You know, Ty Will is dope. There's a lot of jokers out there, man. That's really. I like a couple of dudes from Jersey that's rocking right now. Old 50 Boys. A lot of dudes, man. A lot of dudes doing what they do, man. That's real, man. Shout out to any I know you just got back off tour, man. You about to start you dropped it with the you hit us with the underground, man. You got any other music you about to start pushing out? Yeah, I got one joint called Internationally Known that's gonna come. You know, we're talking about tour life and just being, you know, from Newark, New Jersey, and making it as a, you know, people recognizing what I do internationally. That's, you know, I don't take that for granted. I'm thankful for it. I got another joint like that coming off the record. But I'm pausing for a minute to do a movie called Fight to Be Dad. I did a 3-picture deal with Shakim and Queen Latifah Flavio last February. So this is my first movie that I'm doing with them, producing, starring in it, you know, so, and directing it. So it's gonna be crazy. I'm pulling my Ice Cube on this one. That's dope, man. That's dope. Yeah, have you found a new love? Has the rap evolved over into the music? I mean, into the movie side? Is that like a new love? Rap is one thing. Okay. So about, you know, hip hop is culture. I'm gonna be that forever. I don't care what I'm doing. I got you. If I'm building homes, if I'm selling cars, I'm hip hop. You can't change the culture that's in my blood. I just think it really speaks to your. Hip hop. I don't care if I'm the president of the United States. I'm hip hop. I feel that, bro. I really think that speaks to you as an artist, man. That you personally. Yo, evolve, like that's dope to say that you went from you do the bar thing, you kill them in the bars in the booth, and then you can go sit down and hit them on the producing side, on the movie side, man. Like to me, that's dope, man. So salute to you on that, man. Man, thank you, man. It took a lot of years to be able to come to that place, you know, and I'm just thankful, and I deserve, you know, other people deserve credit for allowing me to help me and assist me through that, you know. I feel that, man. You got this is a nice time, man. You can shout out anybody that you feel, you know what I'm saying, deserve that shout out, man. Shout them out. Oh yeah, no doubt, man. Shout out to y'all at the show, man. Keep doing what y'all doing. First of all and foremost, man. Shout out to Derek Jackson. Shout out to Molly Mall. Shout out to Ruben Rodriguez. Shout out to Hafiz Kareem. Shout out to my crew members, Lil Charles, man, Mr. Funky Man, DJ Lord. Man, Nevin, shout out to my man Darryl Lowry, shout out to 211 Media Group, shout out to 211 Community Impact, shout out to Lord Gang, DJs worldwide, man, shout out to any and everybody that had our back, had my back, you know, shout out to New Jersey, you know, that loves hip hop and love that culture that keeps it alive, man. That's what we do it for. That's real, man. Shout out your Instagram one more time, man, so they know where to follow you at. Instagram, your boy DoItAll, just like it sounds, DoItALLDU. So it's DoItAll Do. That's Twitter too.
That's right. Do it all, do it. Twitter 2, and it's your boy Dub the host, Blazing Flame Radio. You tuned into the best. Great interview with my man Do It All from Lords of Underground. Good
baby, you already know.
Yeah, man. Good insight, man. Gave us some insight. Put us in the shoes of how it feel when he go across seas, and he told us, you know what I'm saying, some real good perspective on hip hop, and I love it, man. Real talk, man.
Appreciate you, bros.
All right, man. We going there. Blazing Flame Radio. We out.
Flame, let's go. Your boy Do It All, Do Kelly, that legendary hip-hop group, Lord to the Underground, 211 Media Group, 211 Community Impact, Lord Gang DJs, Brick City, New Jersey. I get a little excited when I'm on Blazing Flame Radio, you know what I mean? I'm sweating already, man. It's hot up in here. Hey, yo, Dub the host, let them know, man.
Flame. Yeah. 211. Hey, Bunty. This is serious right here, man. This is what underground hip hop sounds like. Yeah. When it grows up, I make my better, my best. You can tell where I'm from, that's a hell of a test. It's Bricks New Jeru, I say it pounding my chest. It's nothing for a goon to put a stack on your flesh. Call it more for less. The waiting is over, no more chips on the shoulder. Got a lot more chips for poker. Got me frozen in a poster. On stage is a closer. Smoking on the okra. Making bread pop up. Nigga, I'm a toaster. The chosen dug out of the storm like I was snowed in. Into 11 clothing while you oppose, I'm posing. Dark shades while I'm loking. Flow still ocean. I still touch emotions. Still East coasting. Underground taught. Underground thought. Had it all up. You get worldwide support. Export and import. Yes, I can ensure the unsure. That's what Bunty did the beat for. Just make your enemy whole ass. Papa got an old bag with an old mag. That'll make you back and do a Savion Glover tap. Yeah. In a dog-nosed Cadillac, screaming 211 out the hatch. No compare, no match. One Dutch, no match. If no team